I'm Emily Robinson-Hardy here with Baseball Softball UK, and I'm joined with Alan Dean, the Performance Programme Manager. And now some questions about you. Who is Alan Dean?
I often ask that question myself. I'm somebody who's passionate about sport. I'm somebody who's heavily invested in both baseball and softball. I've spent a lot of time in the last 20 years been in and involved in and around both programs. I'm somebody who wants to help players be the best versions of themselves. And I know it's a cliche, but it's what my role is. It's what my role has always been, irrespective of what title you put on it. I'm there to help players really showcase what they have and to be able for them to get onto teams and make those teams better.
And how did you get involved with baseball and softball in the first place?
My oldest son, who's 28 now, and my youngest son's 19. My oldest son was playing village football at the age of 7, and one of the dads on the team was an American family, the dad of an American family, and he played baseball in Brighton. And he wanted to kind of give the boys on the team an opportunity to try something different, so he organised a taster day. 20 kids turned up, including my oldest, for that first taster day, and it was a roaring success. They had the next one, but it was 40 kids, and then a club was born, and before you know it, I'm sitting here. But on that taster day, this is a great fact, on the taster day, in the very first one where there was 20 kids, 4 of those kids went on to play baseball for Great Britain men's senior team.
Wow.
Yeah, from small acorns, little things happen.
So it's not only where it started for you, but it's where it started for them?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how does your role work within the incredible network that is Great British Softball?
I know a lot of people. I like to think I've developed good relationships with as many people as I can. I think my role is there to help anybody that wants help. I think it's sometimes difficult in roles, especially if you've been around for a long time, as people associate you with particular roles you may have done before. So I've been an athletic trainer in teams for a long time. So this is a kind of change in tack for me, maybe a change in tack for other people, how they maybe perceive or view me. But essentially, from anybody in softball who wants to get better, I'm not saying I'm the silver bullet for their playing abilities or their coaching abilities, but I've been in and around a lot of sports and a lot of high level sport, and I think I've got something to offer, whether it's an ear to bend or the proverbial arm to put around the shoulder and just ensure that people do care, because ultimately that's what our jobs are, is to care and ensure that the players and the coaches get the most out of themselves.
So what does a game day look like for you?
It's long. It starts really early, making sure that players are suitably fed and watered, and they're rested. So we're checking all sorts of those sort of aspects. We do like a daily health check as to where they're at, how much sleep they've got, the quality of the sleep they've got. And then we're into planned treatments for the day. We're going to fit that in and around the player meetings with the coaching staff, and then we ensure that we've got everything that we need to take to the field, which will include nutrition, fluids, for the dugout, pre-game, post-game. Any treatments that may need redoing at the field, because there may be some aspects of medical treatment that require being done in situ. And then it's making sure the team are adequately warmed up and ready to go, even if there's a delay, and often there can be because of the weather, so that we've got enough time to prepare the players and make them not feel that they're being stressed, because we don't want them surging full of cortisol before a game. So we have a lot of work to do before the games even start, and then within the game we're the ones that have to remain calm, because when something goes wrong, we can't be jumping around. We've got to be calm, ready to act and do what we need to do. And then post game, as soon as the game finishes, you're thinking about the next game. So what do we need to do to prepare the players? We need to get them food, we need to get them fed, we need to get them back rested, we maybe need more treatments. So treatments can go on into the evening, sometimes late into the evening, and then make sure, as a staff, get enough recovery time so that we're able to do the same thing the next day and the next day. So the long days.
What's the most rewarding part about working with British baseball and softball?
I love seeing players come through the system. I love being part of somebody's sporting journey. For me, that's the best part. Whether it's somebody that comes in the late teens, or with some players, I've known them since the very early teens and seen them change and grow as people. Grown as a person. Seeing that person change, not the baseball player or the softball player, it's the person, and building relationships and quality relationships and friendships. That's the nice part.
What are you most looking forward to over the course of this Olympic cycle?
I think there's probably two kind of parts to that answer. One is seeing how our teams grow and take on the challenge of qualifying for an Olympic Games, which when you say it out loud, it's like, wow. As a little boy, that's been a dream of mine to get to the Olympics. So helping players take on that challenge, because it will be a challenge, and it's like taking your game to the next level. What preparation do you do? The next level, maybe even multiple levels that we need to get to. So helping players do that from a personal perspective, it's ensuring that I can support GA to get the best out of him, take some of the workload off, because it is a heavy role that he's got. So it's a lot to bear on somebody's shoulders. So being in a position where I can support and ensure we're giving everybody the best opportunity to get to the biggest sporting event in the world. And then, for my own personal development, I never thought I'd be in a position to get to an Olympic Games. And just going through that process, everything that goes into achieving that objective is massive. There's such a lot to it. There's so many aspects that we wouldn't think about, and it's just exciting. Even these old bones are getting excited.
And that is all of my questions. Okay. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.